A few days ago, I saw this beautiful movie called Soul. In this, the protagonist Joe was an inspiring pianist. He struggles a lot, rejections after rejections. But one day, he finally gets everything he wanted his whole life, his dream, his big opportunity, the moment he believes will finally make him happy. But then, he passes away. That's a strange way to start a Pixar movie. But maybe it's trying to show us something even stranger. Most of us lives as if our real life hasn't started yet. We tell ourselves I'll be happy once I finish my degree, after I get the job, after I earn the certain amount of money, after I find the right person. We always been waiting for the next chapter, kind of believing that that's where our life will begin. But what if the waiting is the very thing keeping us from living? Psychologist Tal Ben Shahar notices something interesting. People worked for years to reach their biggest goals. They finally got the promotion, bought the house, finished the degree, but then almost immediately they started chasing the next thing. Instead of asking, how did I get here? They asked, what's next? He called this the arrival fallacy. It's the belief that reaching one big goal will finally make us happy. But when we get there, our brain quietly moves the finish line. Not because we are ungrateful, but because that's how our mind works. And kind of that's where the trap begins. Now imagine two people thousands of years ago. One finds enough food and decides this is enough. The other immediately starts looking for more. Which one has a better chance of surviving? Probably the second one. Our brain didn't evolve to keep us happy all the time. They evolved to keep us alive. That means they are always looking for the next problem to solve, the next goal to reach, the next thing to improve. Mostly because our brain was never designed to stay satisfied forever. Imagine running on a treadmill. You are moving, you are sweating, you are working hard, but if someone watches from outside, you are still in the same place. That's what psychologists call the hedonic treadmill. Your life improves, but your expectations improve too. You get the job you wanted, soon it feels normal. You buy something you dreamed about, but few weeks later it's just another thing you own. The finish line keeps moving, and without realizing it, so do you. Have you ever noticed that how long summer holidays felt when you were a child? Now an entire year seems to disappear in a blink of an eye. One reason is that our brain remembers new experiences better than repeated ones. New experiences feel longer because they are full of memories. Routine days blur together. If you're always waiting for life to begin, it's easy to spend years living on autopilot. One day become 1 week, 1 week become 1 year. And before you know it, time is just simply slips away. We are always getting ready to live, but never living. Think about that. Thousands of years have passed, technology has changed, the world has changed, but that sentence still describes so many of us. We are experts at preparing for life, we are just not very good at living it. Economists talk about something called opportunity cost. It means that every choice has a cost. When you choose one thing, you are giving up something else. The same is true in life. It's like every time you say, I'll enjoy life later, you are giving up today. Every time you postpone joy until the future, today quietly disappears. And unlike money, you can never earn that day back. By the end of Soul, Joe finally understands something. Life was never hidden inside one big achievement. It was always there, in the music, in a slice of pizza, in the wind of his face, in an ordinary walk home. He missed those moments because he was always looking ahead, always waiting for the next milestone. So, tonight, don't ask yourself, what do I need to achieve next? Ask yourself something much harder. What part of my life am I refusing to enjoy? Because I'm waiting for some future version of it. Because one day the future you are waiting for will become the past. You realize that life don't just suddenly begin at a one particular moment. It was happening all along, quietly while you were waiting for the next big thing. And I'm not saying to not look for the future or plan for the future, but it is also very important to look in what you have right now. And I've talked about it in my previous videos as well, that how much I value the things that is right in front of me right now. And ever since I've noticed and started noticing those things, and instead of constantly focusing on my future plans, I realized that life has become much simpler. If you want to do something, do it now. If you want to write a book, do it now. If you want to start a channel, just do it now. If there is a book that you have been skipping for a very long time, go ahead and read it now. You are someone like me who wants to start a YouTube channel, you can do it. You don't need a lot, you just need a mic and a phone. That's all I have. I'm not saying that I'm such a big YouTuber or I figured it out everything. No, obviously not. But I am working on what I want. So can you, whatever you are waiting for, do it now. And trust me, do it for 5 minutes if you want. Okay, just read 2 pages of the book you have been skipping for a very long time. You will feel very good. Trust me. I hope you like this video. Let me know your thoughts and take care.